Hello, and welcome back to Factorio. Last episode, we got military science on the bus. Here they are. These are the military cards heading down towards the labs. And we appear to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 labs left to craft. Can we do this? Okay. It needs yellow motors. This is a recurring theme. If I'd been clever, I would have had labs being made. Okay, there we are. Now, can I make these things? Bricks. I have a buffer of bricks. You can see we've actually got a full belt of iron now, which is brilliant. All right, 2 of those. Glass. We can fix the glass problem. I think that might be it. I think that's our full set. All right, we should set some research going. So, we can't do anything with blue cards, but we can do all the things which require military. So I am going to do all the things. Then I'm going to do all the other things, and we're just going to work through research again. We've had the research turned off, basically, for a while, but we're good again. All right, and because we are now producing 1.5 belts of iron, I'm actually going to make use of this. So we're going to use a waterfall type system with splitters, and it's just the way we're going to do it. It's not the only way or the best way, but it is simple. And it's easy to remember. Good. Right. Anyway, while I'm chuntering, the next science we need to do is the blue science, I think. So let's have a look. What is the recipe for that? So these blue cards, I need red circuits. Sulfuric acid. Okay, so the next process is probably sulfuric acid, and then the next fabrication area is advanced circuits. So let's have a quick look at sulfuric acid. If I can find it. Sulfuric acid requires sulfur, an iron plate. Sulfur requires petroleum and water. So we are going to make a sulfur belt and then make sulfuric acid on site, I think. I think that's just the simplest way to do it. It's how I've done things since 017, when everybody laughed at me for bussing sulfur. Right, to do this I need chem plants. Do I have them? I've got 3. I'm going to go collect a fistful of them because I would rather have too many chem plants than too few. Okay, and they're made right over the end here. There we go. So 10 more. Then I think I can take a car. Where is my car? Dude, where's my car? So one of the things we have been doing is watching lots of films. I watched Transformers, The Dark Side of the Moon, or The Dark of the Moon. I don't know, there might have been some issues of intellectual property there. With my kids. So it's a 12A, quite high on cartoony violence, which completely missed. They basically didn't notice it. They thought it was cartoon violence. And then it is pretty much chocked full of adult language. I'm guessing the franchise is aimed at 12 to 15-year-old boys on account of the robots and the women. But my kids aren't that age, right? So they're not 12-year-old boys, and they essentially didn't notice any of the language at all, which was surprising to me. Because, you know, my older one, she's 8, she goes to school. Normally. So you would expect her to have picked up inappropriate adult language at school from her classmates, but apparently not. Right, this is going to make sulfur, and I have no idea what the rates are on this. So this would produce just over half of a belt, and I think that's fine for now. We can double it easily enough. Well, we can double it easy enough from the point of view of the build. The issue is going to be feeding it. Alright, so this is going to be one of these things where I need this arrangement. Oh, and I can't do that because I need there to be a space between these builds. Okay, let's grab that. Move it down one. Okay, that's better. So then I can... Oops. So I've done something with the bindings here that means that crazy things happen. Alright, let's recopy this. So the way this is set up, it's water one side, petroleum the other. Good. Then we're going to join the petroleums. We may want to introduce some pumps later to try and organize all this, or overflow valves or something. Not really a problem right now. Good, and then we're just waiting on water. Okay, and sulfur is one of those things which you can accidentally end up starving the build because of water. So I'm just going to bring in an independent supply of water. Good. And one of these. There we go. It needs power because reasons. Do we have sulfur? Yes, we do. Oh, that's very nice. Great. All right, let's pick up my car. Because now we are going to go down a bit. Good. I'm going to put an underground there. We're going to snake this around. Okay. Let's take this. Tiles. No belts. Oh. Did the wrong thing. So I wanted 0 tiles. There you go. So this is our new place. The sulfur is going to go there. We're going to have to take it all the way to the other end. So this I'm definitely doing with blueprints. Okay, and we'll have to find some way to navigate this. I think the option is going to be going up one. There we go. We'll have to bring this like that. Ah. Like that. Good. And now I'm stuck in a cliff. Do you think they'll find a path? I'm not sure. Right. What I'm going to do is undelete that. Great, so now they're finding a way. Is that, yep, yeah, that's it. Right, we can go back to this. And I'm going to walk on here. You may be screaming at the episode, complaining at me because I'm being so fastidious about the bus design. Let's use that word. I think it's a good word. And I'm aware of the ire this may cause, but I thought it was worth really trying to do a neat bus. Because I don't know what resources I'm going to need in what quantities. It's easier to just put everything on the bus. And, alright, so we seem to have, yeah. And part of that is just that you end up dragging things a very long way. Right, we've got sulfur. So, what do I want to do next? Probably red circuits, which is a bit of a red letter day, isn't it? Making red circuits is one of those things. So, the recipe for red circuits is copper cable, electronic components, and green circuits. So let's say this makes copper. Okay, do this with blue machines. And let's say this is red circuits. Now, normally it's 1 to 6. Did I do this right? Okay, so that's missing half a machine. 1 to 4. Interesting. Okay. So this requires half as much. I'm just looking at the ratios on this. So it requires half of the electronic components as it does the green circuits. It's going to get through the same amount of copper as it does green circuits. Alright, so those of you who've watched me play before, I quite like doing these sideways rather than long. These builds get really long really quickly, so let's go down to there. Okay, so on this side, we're going to have a mixed belt of copper coil and red circuits. So this is going to put out on the near side. Let's make that a fast inserter, and it's going to take in copper. So we have a copper line here. May have to move things in a minute. Okay, then these are going to... do it the other way around. So these are going to input on their midline, output at the far end. Okay, so we can now add power there and there. Good. Let's take the whole of this. Well, we'll shift it in a minute. All right, so then we have the other input, which is going to come in on a single lane. And this is green circuits and the electronic components. So for now, we'll do a split belt of green circuits and electronic components. We will shift all of this to the right one. This is copper. Right, so this is our green circuits and electronic components. So let's bring that in because that's nice and simple. Here's the green circuits. Good. So we can split that there. That's the other one. And here we are. We got there quickly. This build's going quite quickly. We may have this done this episode, and then this is copper. Okay. That's it. Awesome. Now, this obviously we need to output only red circuits. And where is that? Right, then I would like one of these buffer doobies. Right, let's reset this. No, that's not what I want at all, actually. Okay. So I'm going to pick up the whole of this. I'm going to move it down. 1, 2, 3. Better to get this right. Okay. Okay, so what have I done wrong here? Game settings. Right, mods. No. Controls. Okay. I'm looking for the far zoom because that's what... Far zoom. Shift a mouse wheel down. So that's what the problem is. Shift a mouse wheel down also scrolls you through... Right, so what do I want? Control and down. Okay. Good. So now shift and down is doing what I want. Let's put this... here. Nobody's going to miss an extra square. some boxes. Right, then this is the filtering one with the red circuits there. So this will mean that the copper coils don't go through. This allows us to buffer up red circuits. Right, then we can take this, flip it round. And around. There. Good. Then this needs a very similar arrangement. Now, these aren't going to stack very well in pairs if I do this. All right, let's do that straight through. And the output here is going to be long arms. Then we don't need a filter splitter there. We can dead end that. Good. Out, out. Out, out. Okay, then we just need this. So then I can copy this. Like that. Then I need this bit there. I'm just trying to do this so that the whole thing will tile. So then out, 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 in, in, power, 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 good. This then becomes a split. And let's power this up. If this works, I'll be very happy. So currently no copper cable because there. Right, idiot. Let's drain this off. Right, try again. So this should be outputting to there. Should it be? Don't think it makes a difference, but it'll do. Okay, so we have red circuits. Yep, we have red circuits. That is so cool. Well, I mean, that's pretty much made my day. Let's filter this for red so we don't end up with this on the end. It just looks untidy. Good, and then this is just 4 machines, just 8 machines, sorry. Let's take that. Oh, awesome. So this thing actually does tile. And do I have a bit of everything? Yes, I do. So we have a tileable red circuit maker. I'll take that. All right, let's do a bunch more researches. So things without blue. All right. Now let's have a look back at our crafting. So if we go to here, we've made one of these modular armors. Small portable generator. Solar panel. Big portable solar panel. Battery, better battery. Shield generator. Belt immunity. Night vision. So all of this is good stuff. I think we'll probably have an episode, possibly during the recap, where we just make a lot of all this stuff. Yeah, there's a lot of electronic components and green circuits involved in this. So I think we'll be fine. Now, we're running low on power now. This may be the point where we need to transition to steam power. Alright, we've got to... There we go. So I need to go fix that as well. Other than that, I'm calling that a result for today. The next build we need is the next tech. So I'm just going to put down a machine to remind us. This is the chemical tech, which is glass, blank text, sulfur. So I'm going to leave that there to remind us what we need. In the meantime, thanks very much for watching. We've actually got a lot done this week. If we look at the bus, we've grown it from here, basically, onwards. We have produced a whole load more materials. We've got our first coal outpost. We've got refining done. And we started triggering attacks. So I'll leave it there. Thanks very much for watching. Like, subscribe, tell your friends. Please stay safe in these difficult times. Don't get ill. Stay well. And I will see you again in the recap episode tomorrow. Bye-bye.